stand up for our prayer. Mr. Abubakar, please lead the prayer.
Amen.
Okay, before you sit, please arrange your chairs properly. Okay, thank you very much. You may now take your seats. So, before we proceed, here is our classroom rules. Yes, it's in 3, 2, 1, read.
Listen when someone is speaking. Raise your hand before speaking or leaving your seat. Speak respectfully at all times. Come prepared and ready to participate.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So, here's our learning outcomes. Class, again, in 3, 2, 1, please read.
At the end of the lesson, the students can explain at least 3 impromptu speaking strategies such as PDF, PREP, and YWS1H, and accurately describe how each strategy can be used when responding to random topics. B. Deliver a 20 to 60 second impromptu speech based on a randomly generated topic from the PPT randomizer using one appropriate impromptu strategies, clearly observable in structure and delivery, as demonstrated in front of the class. And C. Show openness and respect for diverse viewpoints by actively listening to classmates' impromptu speeches and giving at least one supportive, constructive, or affirming comment during the sharing activity.
Great class, I hope that we will meet this learning outcomes by the end of our discussion for today. But before that, let's have an activity. So, class, this activity is entitled Ready, Set, Speak. So here's the instruction. So class, each of you will be given a random topic through PPT randomizer. Then each of you will deliver at least 1 to 2 minutes impromptu speech, and the other students must listen respectfully and do not interrupt the speaker. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's have an activity. Okay, class, I will call you randomly. Yes, and you will answer what will be the chosen here in our activity. Okay, are you excited?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with Mr. Abubakar. Yes. Please stand up. Okay, your topic is social media. Your timer starts now.
Social media is a very good thing in our generation because through social media we can communicate from far away places. Yes, and through social media we can know many information from other geographical locations, and that's all.
Yes, thank you very much. You may now take your seat. Next one will be Miss Yamel. Please stand up. And wow, this is your topic. If you had a time machine, what will you do?
Okay, so if I had a time machine, so I will do the, gusto ko mabuhay muli or pumunta doon sa time na buhay pa yung grandmother ko, and I will say to her that I really care for her and love her so much. Yeah.
What a very sweet granddaughter. Thank you very much, Miss Yamel. Next, we have Miss Muslimin. Please stand up. If you were an animal, okay, answer this topic, please. Just think of an animal that could represent you. A cat or a butterfly or birds.
If I were an animal, I want to be a bird. Yes, because a bird has a free will, has the freedom to fly. Saan yung gusto ko?
Yes.
I want to be a bird. Not a bird.
Yes, thank you very much. Next, Miss Emma, please stand up. Okay. What is your favorite destination?
Okay. My favorite destination it's not a place, but it is a book. Yes, a novel perhaps. So it becomes my favorite destination because I can travel different perspectives of the fictional characters. Also, it can bring me to different places where not everyone can go to.
Okay, thank you very much. Class, please give last but not the least. Okay, yeah. Miss Cado? Yes, what memorable experience? Your memorable experience?
So, my memorable experiences and when I was there in Manila. So, because I traveled everywhere and the place that we were go to different places. So, they become memorable for me because nagagawa ko yung mga gusto kong puntahan doon sa Manila at mga magagandang places. So that's why they become a memorable memories for me.
Thank you.
Experiences.
Yes, thank you very much, Miss Cado. So, yeah. So, class, our topic, is about impromptu. So, what do you think is impromptu? Yes, Mr. Abubakar.
So far, on what I see in various competitions, impromptu speech is when someone is asked to speak without preparation. Meaning, they are given the statements or questions, then the moment they see the question or statement, they will speak and answer that questions.
Yes, very good. Another, yes, Miss Muslimin.
For me, impromptu speech is the type of speech that the speaker is required to speak on the spot. Wala siyang time mag-prepare. So, bibigyan lang siya ng topic. Then, after reading that question, she or he will going to answer the question immediately.
Thank you very much. Plus, your answers are correct. Impromptu speech is, it is a type of speech where you are not given a time to process your answer. What you are going to do here is to speak with confidence, and that's how you do it. You are given a topic, then immediately you will answer that on the spot. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's proceed to strategies in organizing and delivering impromptu speech. First, we have the past, present, future strategy. Class, in 3 to 1, please read.
A chronological structure where the speaker starts with what happened before, connects to what is happening now, and with what could happen in the future. This helps the audience see
your past? Yes. And in the present, what happened in your present? And of course, in future, what might happen in our future? So are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's proceed to another strategy. The point, reason, example, or explanation, and point, or also known as pretext. So class, please read.
A clear and simple pattern used in impromptu or short speeches. You start with a point, give a reason, provide an example or explanation, and end by stating the point.
Okay, in this strategy, in the prep strategy, first in point, make sure that your point can grab the attention of your audience. Make sure that they will be interested in your speech, of course. Next is cite some example or explanation about your point, and again, go back to your point and put a conclusion that also can get your audience attention. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. And lastly, we have the opening rule of three clincher strategy. So, this strategy, or this is how a speaker grabs attention at the beginning of a speech. Common types include a quote, a question, a story, a surprising fact, or a vivid image. A technique where ideas are grouped in three parts because the human brain finds triad memorable and impactful, and it is strong, memorable ending that reinforces your message. It can be a call to action, a final thought, or a reference back to the beginning. So, class, as you could notice that it has a similarity with this prep, but in opening rule of three and clincher, first, again, your opening must be a attention getter, where you can get the attention of your audience. Next, you will put the rule of three, or three examples or three reasons. It will be start to firstly, second, and lastly. Lastly. And then clincher. It's like a conclusion where, of course, make sure that you will put an ending that also can be memorable to your audience. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any question?
Not so far.
Sure?
Yes.
If not, let's have an activity. So class, let's have our activity. So this is entitled Talk It Out. So each student will be given a topic and will use one of the impromptu strategies in their impromptu speech using the spin the wheel. And then the student will be given 1 minute to deliver their impromptu speech. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am!
Okay, let's start. Okay, let's start. Yes, Miss Miara, please stand up. Your strategy is past, present, future.
Okay, so what is my topic?
Your topic is share your journey as a student.
Okay,
Yes.
so in past, I was just timid student. Shy, I am afraid talking in front, so I don't have enough confidence to talk in front of the other students. And so, in present or just now, I'm not that just confident enough, but I lessen those challenges. Kumbaga, ngayon, medyo naging confident na tayo to speak in front kasi, syempre, nakukuha
foresight to do that?
And in future, so inshallah, I will become a future educator, a teacher, and
Yes, thank you very much, Miss Yarno. Next, we have, let's have, yes, Muslimin Hamera. So your strategy is prep or the point, reason, example, and point. So your topic is very simple, I guess. Self-hold. Yes, self-hold.
self-police.
Point first. It depends on you.
Okay, cell phone is very essential for the school, for everyone, especially for the students, because a reason. Because students who use cell phones for their academic requirements will perform better in the class. For example, searching for your review of related literature, editing your videos in CapCut, then using Canva for editing your PPTs. Then point again. So indeed, using cell phones will make your task easier. So work smart, not harder.
Yes, very good. Next, let's have Miss Tado. Your strategy is past, present, future strategy. Okay. And your topic is this. What is your biggest challenge? Challenge and how you overcome it. It is a formal question. Yes.
Yes. So my biggest challenges in the past was managing my time because I often felt overwhelmed and unorganized. But at present, I overcome by this using a simple schedule and setting priorities and taking short breaks to stay focused and hoping in the future. So I plan to improve my routine in order to keep I can handle it many responsibilities and confidence.
Yes. Thank you very much. Who will be the next? The last man standing. Oh, prep strategy. Your topic is ballpen.
A ballpen is a writing tool used for drawing or writing on paper. It is important because it allows us to write clearly and smoothly. Its ink flows consistently, making it easy to use in school for schoolwork, notes, and everyday writing tasks. For example, students use ballpen to answer their worksheets, write their names on their papers, or create notes during class. So therefore, a ballpen is a simple but essential tool for writing and learning.
Okay, thank you very much. Please give clap to your classmates. Yes. Okay, last, Mr. Abubakar. Okay, your strategy is ORC or opening, rule of three, and clincher. So your topic is about political play.
Okay. The Philippine government is loaded by corrupt officials. First evidence is the fraud that's happening in our lands. Even though there are huge budget for those to stop those frauds, we still are not able to stop them. Second, the development of the learning of our students, the underperformance of our students in national examination. Yes. And third is the living condition of our people. they are getting worse every day, and our money's value is getting less day by day. So again, the Philippine government is flooded by corrupt officials.
Thank you very much. Class, please give 3 claps for Mr. Abubakar. Okay, very good. So, class, that's the end of our discussion. And for your assignment, please advance read our next topic, the extemporaneous speech. Yes? Yes, that's the end of our class. Thank you very much. You may now
Leave the
leave the classroom.